And you're live. All right, what's up, y'all? Coming down to the nitty gritty. What's up? On an amazing run, 78 trades in a row for profitability right now. Sorry, 78 days in a row, I should say. Just outstanding. 17,597 trades in a row for profitability. It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. And you've never seen anything like it. Do you think I'm lying to you right now? Maybe I am. Maybe you should come check it out for yourself. Maybe we only went 4 for 5 today. But if we go 4 for 5 every single day, you actually come out ahead. So today was the funniest question. Somebody said, why is Lyft going up? I said, you shouldn't trade. And like, why? I'm like, because who cares why it's going up? If-then statements are what the entire market runs on. If-then statements. The computers have taken over the market, right? Rational thought has left 1982. 1982 was when the market, and in case I'm old, 1982 is when we had that nice 5-year run to 87, and then we crashed and refreshed and we started rallying again. But 1982 was where the market, by the way, you want to be in PCG right now. Hang on, I'm in a position. $10.99, sell a little bit, but then hold on for $11.25. Sensei. So, what was I saying? Oh, rational thought, the why. People want to know why stocks are going, where they're going. Who cares? We're not fund managers. We are not even brokers. We are just playing a video game based on if-then statements. If a certain number gets broken or trades at that number, that triggers a computer to then do something else after that happens. So if 1083, then 11 is what this PCG is doing right now. Before it was if 1033, then 1050. If 1050, then 11. We're about to hit the 11 right now. And in the middle there, you have these moments of trials and tribulations of fear and greed. But the program is still the program. What it does in the middle is all about the jiggle. The first word I learned about trading was jiggle. The stock wants to jiggle you out of it. Sometimes it's the faux show bro. You guys know what the faux show bro is? It's the fake out, then the market, then the rally, and then it goes and breaks sometimes the low where it just came from, and then comes the breakout. So you get the faux, then you get this moment where you're like, oh, good, here we go. And then the show, so you got the fake out, the shakeout, and then the breakout like we're having in this PCG right now. All right? But if you are devout and you follow the VWAP and you use the VWAP as your specific trading vehicle, that is your only indicator around the 1 minute, around the hourly, and around our multi-day VWAP. Everything else falls away. No stochastics or Bollinger Bands or moving averages or market makers trying to influence what your decision will be made. The market makers are trying to screw with you. They're hiding behind the BATs and the NASDAQ and the ARCAs and the EDGXs and the BATTIEs and the IEXGs and the BOSXs and the Phillies. All the real players are hiding behind. They're negotiating their deals. Most of the deals are done. Also, you got to remember, it's the end of August. No real player is sitting here making these moves. Their assistants are in charge right now, and they're letting the algorithms do the work. So if you know how the algorithms trade, it's always good. More importantly, when there's not that much activity, when the algorithms are fully in control like they are now. So a lot of the algos are built on the 1 hour and the hourly and the multi-day VWAP. So what we do is we just follow that lead. 1099 PCG out. Look at that trade. 1098. I'm just putting in a new stop. I'll give a little bit left. I didn't sell it all at 10.99 just in case it broke 11. So I'm going to use 10.87 as the out on the rest. But if it breaks 11, we're just holding on. Also, once you learn what I teach you, you will be the ones doing the manipulating because you know how the computers think. I have watched the evolution of trading. 1982, 1987, I was there. I was a kid, but I remember watching the market. All right. Really didn't get into this till like 94, 95, 92. 92, I started actually putting real trades on. Then I was a broker at 95, 96. Then I started trading my own account, really hardcore, 97, 98. Then obviously everybody was trading their own account. So, and then it was a lot easier to trade back then because you had less manipulation, if you could believe that. It's always been manipulation in some way or another. The market makers, of course, the analysts are all paid criminals. They are, right? They don't upgrade or downgrade stocks to help the public. They're helping themselves and they're helping their clients. If you happen to catch an idea from an analyst, it's a coincidence. They're not here to help you, okay? Do you think Goldman Sachs downgraded AMD? AMD had just broke 250 for the first time in like 3 years, and it was at $4. They downgraded AMD at 4 with a price target of 2. Do you want to know? Do you really think they were really interested in helping the public by telling you to get out of your AMD? No, they had a client that was trying to accumulate it under 250 who didn't get enough, so they downgraded it so it could pull back. Or the other flip side is that they had a client that was short, thinking AMD was going out of business, and when it broke back over $4 and he was getting hurt, he called his friends at Goldman Sachs, can you please downgrade the stock so I can get the hell out of this position before I lose a lot of money? And then that guy wasn't done, because after AMD recovered after that selling of Goldman Sachs' recommendation, it broke over $5 and it started going to $6. And guess who was there again? Goldman Sachs saying, no, ignore this 3.5-year breakout on a company that's about to make a miraculous turnaround. We're smarter than everybody. We're downgrading it again for a $4 target. And then it went to $7.50. And there was Goldman Sachs again, downgrading AMD. Do you think they're that stupid? All right. We all don't like Goldman Sachs because they're the they that we point at as the blatant manipulators. They're the ones that control everything. Do you think that their guys over there are that stupid? Okay? They're not. Let's give them some credit. They're not that stupid. I'm looking at a chart thinking this thing's going to 1250. How could the guys over at Goldman Sachs be looking at the same chart thinking, yeah, we got to be recommending everybody to dump this stock and sell it? The stock broke out of a 5-year downtrend, and they're recommending people to sell it. They're not there to help you. No analyst is there to help you, like the WW, right? Stock goes from, okay, first you got WW, Weight Watchers. The stock goes from 80, right? What was it? $80 to, I can't even find the low. $80 is, let's call it 17. At 17.50, an analyst came out and said he's downgrading. He thinks the stock's going to $10. There's your bottom. The analysts are always the last, the worst. They call in the tops, they call in the bottoms by going the opposite way. So it was the two analysts downgrading this thing, looking at for $15. No analyst downgrading it at 80, only upgrades at 80. But this is where the fun part started. So we had bought it on the downgrade, and this thing rocked. And we had some fun with it between, I think it was about 17.50 back to 20, right? And then it had a really nice move up to about $26. And that's when the genius came along. Probably the same guy who downgraded it at 15 now is upgrading it. After it's rallied from 17 to 27, he's upgrading it. And what does the stock do? Plummets right back to 20. PCG, by the way, 11. We still got a little bit. No, Not a little bit. I'm talking about a little bit right now. Oh, well. Got 100 shares. It's kind of pointless. They're not there to help you, okay? So what I do is that it's not just VWAP. It's knowing that I know how the manipulation works. And each morning for 3 hours, I try to explain it to you. The reason PCG was a huge buy today, it's because these schmucks downgrading the stock right now because there was bad news. No. The guy that made the money on the PCG short is already out of the stock. Look at the PCG 2-week chart, okay? The stock broke down at $20.42. That's the smart guy. He's shorting it at $20.42, getting shorter even at $17.50. Look at the downtrend the stock was in before the news hit that they might be in more trouble, that the debt that they're going to be in is going to be bigger than maybe anybody expected. They knew that. So at 20, at $17.50, and let's call it $16, that was the last good opportunity to be shorting PCG. Then the news hit. The stock gets hammered yesterday, right? What were we doing? We're buying into that sell-off, right? And now today, we're still looking for buys. So they gave us this capitulation at the beginning of the day to try to shake everybody out, the foe, the show, and the bro, right? You got your foe, and you got your show at around 10 o'clock, and then you got your bro, and then you got another faux show bro going on right now, which got us up to $11.20 right now. Nobody in their right mind wants to be short a stock that, again, this is where rational thought is completely eradicated. Rational thought, well, if they only were going to owe $1 billion and now they're owed $18 billion and this company might go out of business, you better short it. But then that's rational thought. Rational thought doesn't play anymore in trading. You have to go on the other side of that. Okay, rational thought. Let's speak of it rationally, but it's not rational. The money guy shorted it at 20, 17, and 16. Started covering today, probably covered the rest. Covered most of it yesterday, covering the rest right now. So for us, we're just looking for a reason to buy to help the last guys who still think this thing's going at $10 or it's $5 or whatever. The people that are thinking that this is really going to go out of business, it's not. Utility, it's not going to go out of business. I'm saying probably. I don't have any position. The one long position that I took, completely done. I bought a 22.50 call just when I thought it was getting squeezed for October. Gone. That's why I don't do long-term trading. That's why I own no stocks. That's why I trade for the day and then I shut the computer off. At 4 o'clock, when earnings season is, I'll watch till 8 o'clock just to see if there's any knee-jerk reactions and some more news that comes out of the conference call. But everything intraday is all you need. So the VWAP is telling you, if the stock breaks the VWAP, not only do you have guys like me that know if the stock's breaking back above the VWAP and it's already been hammered, you have to be buying the stock because the shorts are going to cover. But now that the computers have taken over the program, have taken over the market, brings you back to the first thing I said at the beginning of this video, knowing how the algorithms trade and also knowing that rational thought and the why factor. Who gives a shit why Lyft is going up and why PCG going up? They are because they are. They're breaking levels which trigger algorithms, which trigger other human beings, which then trigger algos, and it feeds on itself, and you get a stock to go from $10.33 to $11.20, enabling you to make a day's pay. And that trade continues every day. As long as companies are reporting earnings, as long as the market's open, you can trade the same setup that we trade every day and make money, and then don't own stocks. Don't worry about what's happening next week. You're not selling calls against your position. You're not selling naked puts hoping the market doesn't go down. You're not worried about the inverted yield curve. You're not worried about any of that stuff. You're playing a video game. Okay? My son sits on his phone when he's not playing video games, watching other people play video games. To me, that is the purest form of idiocracy there is. You're watching other people play video games. You're a loser on your own right, playing video games all day. Again, never a fan of video games. I played the Atari 2600. That, for me, it was over right there. I never was a video game guy. I suck, by the way. I can't do shit with my left hand. I mean, that's why every once in a while I jerk off with my left hand. It's like somebody new. It's somebody new and excited. I got my left hand. It's kind of spastic. I can't play the piano. My brain doesn't talk to my left hand properly. I can't play video games. You give me a joystick and one button, I'll kick your ass. Once you got past 2, 3, 4 buttons, I gotta spin move. I gotta hit the left pedal with the square while I'm twisting the other thing. Are you crazy? I haven't played a decent video game since Blades of Steel. If you guys remember hockey on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, I think it was. Sony, the original one. It's the last time I had any skill whatsoever in a video game because it was like bumper cars with hockey guys. Anyway, but this video game, and you have to treat it like a video game because it doesn't make any sense. Rational thought does not play. Fundamental analysis is the illusion that the Goldman Sachses of the world want to perpetrate to us, thinking that we need them because they're so much smarter than us. We need them to do their analysis so we know where to put our money. Are you fucking kidding me? All you need, range breaks, reversals. And if there's a moment where you want to ask why something's happening, why is lift going up? It's because the shorts who are stupid. I'm one of them. We always think every stock's going to zero. Uber lost $6 billion in a week. The stock should be at zero, but it's not. Lyft, Uber, worthless. Alibaba, worthless. They're a scam, sham. They do nothing. They sell shitty handbags and worthless wires. Can the stock go to 500? Sure. Eventually, the fraud will be exposed. All stocks to me are Ponzi scams. Schemes, scams. But on an individual daily, for the individual daily purpose, all I need is to play the manipulation that's in play for today, like Lyft. I don't need to know why it's going up. When it went green, the shorts are going to cover. When it broke the VWAP, the shorts are going to cover more. Buy it and then sell it into the strength and then walk away. Now I don't care what Lyft does tomorrow. And I certainly don't care about what PCG does tomorrow. Because today was a remarkable day. We had a plan. We looked for the capitulation. We got involved on PCG. And the only way to make more money on this is just come join one of my classes. All right. I'm going to teach you all about the manipulation, the VWAP, and the range breaks. And then we parlay that into options. So if you've ever taken a class or a seminar or read a book, you're not going to learn how to trade from taking one class or reading one book or even sitting in a chat room. It's a time-consuming thing. But once you get what I lay down, it'll change your life. And I'm not trying to sell you. Like I said, I don't care. If the website disappeared tomorrow, for me, I'm doing what I do, and everybody's hanging out around me like it's 1999. I'm letting people hang out with me. I never liked it when they were standing behind me while I trade, but guess what? Now I do it. You're sitting in front of me in a live studio audience. I could do it better that way. I'll always be able to make money. I'm letting people in on my secrets, okay? I could shut it down. I'll shut it down right now. I'll back this fucking car up. You shut up back there. I'll shut the whole thing down. But I enjoy this crap. I like talking about it. It's the thing I know the most about. So I want to spew this information onto you. I think I'm doing a great job. I'm saving you money. I'm helping you make money. I want a little bit of that for my time. I think it's right. So September 7th, get it on your schedule. September 7th, pony up to $350. Come hang out with me for 5 hours on a Saturday. and then show up every freaking day for the whole month of September, and I'll throw in a couple of weeks in October. And if I forget, probably I'll give you the rest of October because I run the whole thing. Sometimes I forget about who the hell's in there because I'm just talking and trading and making money for everybody. Sometimes I forget. But while it's going on right now, and while I still have this energy, get involved, people. Get involved. And just because I'm wearing a Mass Roots t-shirt and I smoke a lot of weed, I know nothing about weed stocks. They're all worthless. They're worthless. Everybody's got a farm now. Everybody's growing weed. Everybody's got 900 products. The industry, yeah, it's a $1 trillion industry, sure. But there's 16 billion companies doing it. You missed the boat. Stop asking me about weed stocks. They suck. They're just numbers and prices. So if Cron ever wakes up from this downtrend, I'll trade Cron again. If Tilray decides it wants to get short squeezed again one day, I'll be trading Tilray. Worthless, all of them. And what about the one with all that land? Screw that stock, because you don't know shit. You're gonna believe something because you read it on Yahoo Finance about some company that owns some really great land? All internet stocks suck. Every stock sucks. You know what stock was awesome today? SE. I don't even know what it is. What is SE? What is SE? I don't know what it is. C Limited. Depository shares. No clue. No clue what this thing is. We traded it 3 times for profits. No idea what it is. But this morning, it exploded through the opening range from at 32.60, and it went to 33.50. Boom. SC. And then it pulls back, goes all the way back down, breaks new lows, but then gets back over the VWAP and breaks the opening, breaks this range at 32.60 again. 32.60 buy. These guys are in from 32.60 again, selling it right here at 33.95. Who knows what the hell is C Limited American Depository Shares? I have no idea. I have no idea. Who cares? Do I know if PCG is going to make it? Maybe they will go out of business. But you know what? It's not going out of business today. And it was a sick buy at $9.80. And then at 10. And then 10.33. And then again at 10.50. And then again at 10.85. And then again at 10.90. That's all I know. PYX, I don't even know what happened to that stock. I used to see that stock a lot. PYX. What do they make? Glass or something? They're all worthless to me. Every stock. I know that sounds stupid, but that's my attitude towards the market. None of these stocks have any value whatsoever. It's one huge Ponzi scam. And you're just hoping that the guy who owns PYX, that you're hoping like 20 or 30 more suckers come in tomorrow who think PYX is a good stock. Oh, and then you're hoping 30 or 40 more people come in and say, oh, maybe this PYX is a good stock. And the Ponzi scheme continues until it doesn't, and then it collapses. That's the whole shit. That's why PCG is an amazing buy. Because the shorts are on the wrong side, you're getting squeezed, you're breaking VWAP levels, and you're triggering algorithms to then buy more, which then triggers the main trader's not here. The trader's assistant sitting there going, oh my God, am I supposed to be covering the PCG? Then when it breaks a new high, he starts covering. And then the algorithm kicks in again. And next thing you know, you got a stock. But wasn't PCG going out of business? It was at $9.50 this morning. What's it going up for? Why? I don't understand. Why is it going up? If you're asking yourself why something's happening, get out. The only why and the how is the is and because. It is because. That's it. No analysis is needed. The stock is going through the VWAP, breaking the range, and it's going to go to the next algorithmic mean reversion price, whatever word I was looking for there. And look at PCG now. What's up? What's up? What's up? Where's it going? Where's it going? 1150. That's where it's going. No, wait. Yeah, our first VWAP was, the first VWAP was 1060. We sold some there earlier. And then the second target was 1094. We sold some there. And if you look at 1094, look how many times it hit 1094. That's an algorithmic price. So we're forced to sell some at 1094. But if 1094 gets broken, then it goes to the next price discovery price is what I was trying to see. 1150 is your next price discovery is 1150. Can it get to 1150? Sure can. But if you're buying it some at 1093 and it gets to 1120, you know what you do? You take some money off the table and then you raise your stop. So if they do rip it back down, at least you've taken some profits. And if they don't rip it back down, you sell some along the way with the ultimate target of 1150. When it gets to 1150, you sell 80% of your position, because if it breaks 1150, oh, the squeeze is on, and then you go into 1180. And that's trading. So I don't care about their lawsuit. I don't care about how many people they've killed. I don't care if they're complicit or not complicit. I don't care if they started the fire because they're all murderous psychopaths. I don't care. The stock broke 1094. I'm in. That's it. That's the only thought process you need.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Why? How can SQ drop 10 points after they reported good numbers?
Another question. I can't believe people still ask that.
How come it's going down? They reported good numbers.
You want to know why stock goes down after they report good numbers? Do you really want to know? Here's why. Hey, Mr. Broker, I think XYZ is going to report good numbers. Buy me 100,000 shares. Wake up the next morning. Oh my God, they did report good numbers. I'm so lucky. Sell all 100,000 shares at the open, please. And that's why stocks go down after they report good numbers. Because there's a guy or an algorithm or a hedge fund or whoever, either they knew the numbers were going to be good because the guy who works over at the company, he told his two friends, and his two friends told those two friends, and they loaded up on the stock. Then the numbers come out and the stock's up, and then they slam it because they're taking their profits. But Joe Schmo watching Benzinga or reading Yahoo Finance,
oh, XYZ reported great numbers. Oh, it's up 2 points. This thing's going to fly today.
And you're buying it like an idiot at the open. And then it drops and you're getting crushed and you're sitting there.
But Yahoo Finance, CNBC guy said the numbers would blow out. What happened?
Meanwhile, we're buying a stock that's going out of business. That's up 5% right now. That's what we're doing. No sense whatsoever doing that, right? Absolutely no sense. But the stock, if it doesn't want to die, write this one down. Write it down. Get your notepad out. If it doesn't want to die, you must buy. If it doesn't die, you must buy. If it doesn't die, you must buy. Get it through your skulls. It's nuts. So here's the story, y'all out there on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your family. You got the next 4 months to hang with the master for the low price. I'm not going to go through the whole pricing structure again. But hear this and believe this. Come probably February or March, it's going up 100%. Because I'm a super warlock genius. And there's no denying it at this point. I have some sort of magic power, and I need to be paid. All right? And I'm only hanging out till 12:30, 1 o'clock the latest. Because you know what? You don't need to sit here. If I'm telling you that 90% of the trades are going to work best before 12 o'clock, I'm not just saying that because I want to leave. 25,000 years I've been doing this, right? I invented trading. Trading between 12 and 315 sucks. Sometimes at 315, the stocks that you were trading in the beginning of the day go back into their trend and they close strong or weak, whatever the trend of the day was, and you could do those trades. But generally, trading between 12 and 4 really kind of sucks. Really, there's no reason to do it. There's no reason to do it. Now, you guys out there that are still debating whether or not you want to hang with me, right? You're debating, well,
I'm going to learn how to do it myself.
I've made every mistake there is. Over trading, sizing up, not knowing about options, not knowing about the manipulation of the market makers, listening to analysts. Every mistake. There hasn't been one mistake that I haven't been involved in. I owned Enron, WorldCom, Dry Ships. Come on. Yext, Jimmy, right? How the hell am I not broke? I'm giving Morse code at my eyes. You get that, Jimmy? How the hell am I still doing this? It's because every day I make a little bit of money. And now I finally am doing what I've been telling you guys to do. If you've got a trade that works 80% of the time, do that. And the last part of that sentence where everybody fails, and only do that. If it works 80% of the time, do that. And only do that.
Oh.
So no more fucking Alibaba options because you think the numbers are going to be good. Or hanging on to some weed stock because your fucking sister's uncle's brother knows somebody at the company. We got trades that work 80 to 90% of the time every day. We find at least 10 of them. Maybe 2 don't work. And here's another mind-blowing tidbit of information. If the trade doesn't work, get out!
Oh, what?
Wait a second. You mean I shouldn't hold on to it till it goes to 0? Oh, you taking a $30 loss is better than taking a $3,000 loss? Shit, that didn't dawn on me up until this point. My God, what a genius concept that is. It's okay to be wrong, just don't stay wrong. Jimmy knows what I'm talking about. Sure, the Yext trade sucked, but 3 days later when it broke down, sell it. It ain't working. Do you know that in the middle of this amazing PCG move, I had a loss? Because when it didn't break 1094 on that third try, I bought it. I was there. Here we go, 1094. Let's buy it. Uh-oh, rolling back over. 1082, out. I lost 120 bucks on that trade. But then it broke 1094. And you make $1,000 back. And you're still in it, powering its way to 1149, probably, and then 1180. And then tomorrow we're going to do the same exact trade. And once you know how to trade, then I teach you how to parlay this all into options. And you're sitting there with the $11 calls for 30 cents that are trading at 75 now.
What about Alcoa? What happened to your Alcoa? Meh.
You know what I'm talking about now, right? Revisiting it. I'll revisit this stuff. Oh my God, I hope you revisited it. Dude, please. Don't even mention any other stock. There's one stock. It's all about PCG and punishing these idiot morons Never stay short a stock that breaks over the VWAP. Never stay a stock that breaks into half number. Never stay short a stock that's breaking new highs. The shorts are on the run and we're crushing them. It's the only game in town right now. I don't want to hear about anything else.
What about Dropbox? Did you notice the market's pulling back?
Who cares? You got a trade working right here. Milk it. You got 1149 coming and then 1180. Work it. IQ is a screaming buy. Screaming. Thing pulled back, held the VWAP, $17.20, rebuy, wham. You get $1 out of it? Are you kidding me? There's no way I'm shorting this stock unless it breaks 1789. No way. I'm not interested. Don't care. I'm not shorting a stock that reported bad numbers and went green. Even though it only went green for a moment, that just tells me that there's more buyers than sellers. I'm not shorting. I'm not shorting. I'm not interested. But good luck. If it rolls over and breaks down under that level, it's a whole different story. Called like 1789, because then you probably will get a rip down to 1750. But I'm not interested. Plus, initiating trades at 1 o'clock is nuts. The day. Here he is. He's live. He's thinking about joining us. 75,000 trades in a row for profitability, and now he wants to join. But that's good. Better late than never. All right. I'm on the air right now. Do you see me? All right. I'll call you. Call me. Can we speak again after 4? All right, sir. I'll speak to you later. Look, they're calling in. One by one, I'm going to save everybody. I'm going to save everybody. And if you're there in September, I'm going to be doing VWAP/comedy. They're going to give me 10 or 15 minutes to rant and rave at the end of the conference. Hopefully it goes over well. My wife's going to be in the audience, so I'm not going to be able to tell those jokes. But I'll just, we'll do some stock nerd comedy, that kind of thing. Really self-deprecating. The reason I'm so good at this now is that I've gotten my ass kicked to the point of almost breaking. I've got to the breaking point and I've survived. And now I come back to thrive. Now, I know there's a guy out there. His name's Casey, and I love this guy. Casey, he's been waiting. He's like, well, can't you just press the buttons for me? I wish it was like that. I wish it was that easy. Because, look, if I'm sitting here, got a microphone most of the time in my hands, right? And then I got my mouse, and I'm clicking, and I'm trading with the other hand. I legitimately can't do anything else. Logistically. That's why come March or April, after I make a couple of deals here and there, I'm going to be able to help a couple of you guys again. I am a nice guy, but not out of kindness in my heart. All right? I want to make money, but I want to make you money while I make money. So everybody's a winner. So if you're trading those Robinhood accounts with $2,000, not much I could do for you. But if you could pony up to $5 or $6 grand, give yourself a little bit of a cushion, I can get you over that hump where you don't have to worry about the pattern day trader rule. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I could do. That'll help. And that'll come. Because if you could do this, and obviously I'll show you how to do it, and if you follow the rules, I will give you that extra money. Again, I'm not giving you the money. You understand? I'm just getting you over the top. I'm not going to let you lose my money. Maybe a smidgen. But if you follow my rules, you're going to do all right. But you got to understand, trading 100 shares of PCG today is not really going to cut it. Even though now it's turning into almost a $1.50 trade. So on 100 shares, you're up $1.50. That's not bad. But you want to be able to leverage these ideas. You want to be buying 1,000 shares at $10.37. And then you sell some at $10.50, $10.85, $11. And then you hold on to the rest. It's not like we're buying it at 1037 and we're still loaded up with that same position. We sold into this move, and now we've got 200 shares left that we're looking for $11.80. That's how you do it, man. But what would be great is if we had 40 of us doing it, or at least 5. I don't want to start like manipulating the stocks because sometimes it'll backfire on us. We'll create movement in the stock, and then the real player will come along and smack it back down on us. Again, because we're trading real stocks. You want to see something funny? Take a look at this broad vision for a second. Guys, I was talking about this before, right? Here's a stock that traded 200 shares for the day. So if we all collectively, if I say, look, let's go buy some broad vision here at $1.44, and we all start loading up on this thing, we're going to move it. There's no volume. The market makers will probably get caught off guard. There's probably a guy out there sitting there with some size, 15 cents away, 20 cents away, whatever. But we're going to move it. But with a stock like PCG with 11 million shares traded on, if we got 10 guys buying a couple thousand shares, we're really not going to do anything to that trade. But we'll all be making money. By the way, new highs PCG. What's up? PCG, 1049, your offer is out. 1049, your offer is out. 1049, your offer is out there. 1049. And then if it breaks 1049, next stop is 1079. You want to raise your stop because you're nervous? I don't even have a stop on at this point. Who cares? The last 200 shares of the position. We should be in 20,000 shares of this thing. And that's where I want to be. My knowledge is sort of going to waste. 1,000 shares of PCG selling into this move, that's bullshit. I should have 100,000 shares because that's how good this move is. So if you're out there and you want to figure this thing out, man, I let you do it. Come and hang out for a while, see what I do. The best scenario is if you make money while you're with us, then you could take that money that you made because of me, give it back to me so you can now stay for life. There's no other business model that does that. That's like buying a car, beating the shit out of it for 3 months, and then deciding whether or not you want to keep it or not. Nobody does that. Do me a favor, anybody out there, call Jason Bond right now or Tim Sykes. Call them right now. Say, listen, you've been making these videos and talking about how smart you are for 10 years. Can I get something for free out of this? Can I come hang out and watch what you do for a couple of weeks so you could prove it to me? And then I promise I'll buy it. You know what they'll say? Sorry, we don't do that. Sorry, we don't do that. You got to come up with the money and hopefully things work out for you. You know they don't even show up their own chat rooms, right? I'm the only one that does what I do. All right? But now, the folly of my life, again, I cannot trade and talk and teach and send emails and make phone calls and manage the back office and make sure the website's running. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I'll be the content guy. It's up to you guys to show up, talk to my friends, sign up, and that's it. That's why I do it one time. Just pay once, and you get to ride all the rides for the rest of your days. And if I do sail away into the sunset in 2.5 years, which chances are I won't be able to, what am I going to do? All I got to do is turn the computer on, grab a microphone, talk about stocks for 2 hours. I'll probably be doing this till I'm dead. But if I do decide, you got 2 or 3 guys in my room that I've taught so well, my boy Solid Jello can relay this information to you almost as good as I can. And in some respects better because he loves the middle of the day with his stuff that he's creating and the multi-days and the 1 hour VWAPs and all that stuff. No, you're not. Anybody who's crazy enough to be wearing a sweatshirt while it's 109 degrees, you don't get it. You're nuts, dude. Look at him wearing a sweatshirt. It's 1,000 degrees in here. Take that sweatshirt off. We've got some of the best pizza places in the state, and you're ordering that stinky, cardboard, disgusting awfulness from Domino's? Come on.
Oh, just any pizza, not the grandma's.
No. All right.
Pizza.
Anyway, that's my rant for the day. You know where to find me. All right. By the way, these guys are along TJX also. So the room right now is itself. It's like the Borg, right? I'm the head Borg guy, but my little Borgettes, the Borgettes are sitting here with TJX long and PCG long. I wasn't even here. Now, I don't agree with one of the guys with the IQ short, but that's what makes the market go round and round. He wants a short IQ. I don't think it's a good idea. It might work. I choose not to take it. I only trade these PCG moves. IQ, for me, it'd have to be a range break reversal. So if I'm going to dare go short, 1790 maybe. Not a fan. Plus, we've conquered this stock 3 times on the long side. Usually I stay long and I look for longs on a stock that's been paying me in that direction. So that's why I wouldn't short IQ. Not saying it's not going to work or rip back down to 1750. I'd rather be, your TJX idea was a lot better. Obviously, your Disney was phenomenal. Disney today was a great long. And this is kind of a day where there really wasn't much going on. But if you just traded the 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversals, every single one has worked. And that's the beauty of what we do. Because no matter what the market's doing, dead market, slow market, fast market, crashy market, rip your face off, short squeeze from hell market, it's always the same trade. So there's so many things I could do for you. Just reach out. The Warlock at hitthebid.com. The Warlock at hitthebid.com. The Warlock at hitthebid.com. Email me. Give me your phone number. We'll schmooze a couple of days later. Let me see what you're all about, because this isn't for everybody. All right? But one thing's for sure, if you want to give it a shot, if you want to experience what it's like, the room's open. Come on in. All you got to do is send me your email and a phone number, and I'll let you hang with the greatest group of guys known to man. People, I should say, because we have some ladies in the room now. What's up, Christy? What's up, Carol? Yo, this PCG is not going away, kids. And the market's getting a little bit, weaker, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I'm going to let this run because I just got to go convince my son not to get Domino's pizza. That DoorDash is phenomenal. I agree. But if you're one person, you're paying a 50% premium for your food. If you got 8 knuckleheads that want some Chipotle, burritos, it makes sense. But if you're buying an $8.20 burrito from DoorDash to get sent to your house, it costs $17. After the pickup fee, the other fee, and if you want to throw the guy $1 or $2 for the tip, you're paying $18, $17 for that same burrito. Doesn't make any sense. By the way, new highs, PCG. Hello. And this is what I'm saying. There's so much to do, even though this day on the surface doesn't seem like there's much going on. There's always enough to do where you could search for the 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversals and make a living, not having to leave your house. You're your own boss. And remember, it's about the time that you put in. If you're working from 9 to 1 and you're making a living, you got to factor in all their positives. Because, yeah, maybe you're only making 60 grand a year, but if you're doing it in 3 hours a day, And you don't have to commute, and you don't have to pay commuting fees. You don't have to buy some awful lunch from that bodega on the corner. It all factors in. For me, that's where the money's at. I mean, it was a lot more fun for me when my kids were infants and I would just, frolic around the house and have a good time. And I think my kids are actually well-rounded kids because your dad got to hang with them more so than any normal parent would be, which is now might have drove me a little bit insane that I'm still here. Maybe I should get out every once in a while, but it is what it is. But you got to factor all that in. You got to factor all of it in. If you can make a living working 3 hours a day, it's like, well, I don't want to get too offensive, but it's like we're, escorts. Who makes this money in 3 hours, right? It's the girlfriend, it's the trader experience, the girlfriend experience rate. If you're making $500 in 3 hours a day, let's say you work 1 hour and you're getting paid $250. It's not a bad job, $250 an hour. Anyway, if I'm available, I'm gonna tomorrow. I'll figure out whether or not going to be around Thursday night. But I'm letting you guys in before August is up. I do a Thursday night. I call it the Thursday night schmooze. A lot of times we do it during earnings season, right? We prepare for what we want to do for Friday options. All right, it's good to have some sort of a plan. We look at the ranges and we prepare what options we think might be good for the next day. So if I do it, I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Come back. It's usually Thursdays at 9 o'clock my time, Eastern Standard Time. We have a few cocktails, smoke them if you got them, and we just talk options and trading. And usually it's a members only thing, but I've been letting the public out, letting the public in lately. Again, I will close the doors soon. But reach out to me. Nick, I see your stuff. I'll make a copy of that. Just email me, the Warlock. And if the Minotaur calls you, my minions are the Minotaur, the Joker. And we haven't got a nickname for the new guy, but usually it's going to be the Minotaur or myself. By the way, PCG about to sell it to $11.49. I'll wait till it hits $11.49 live. Watch. 40, 41, 42. And you'll see my order go through. If it goes to $11.49, I mean, what time is it? You might meander around here, but again, if you got to stop on this thing, I don't know if you want to even use a stop. But the last breakout, actually, it's pretty clear cut. 11.24 you're out. If you're dying to sell the rest of it, and you don't want to let your profit go anyway, any more lower than that, $11.24. That's it. You're looking for $11.49 and then $11.79, or you're getting stopped out at $11.24. There's no in between, and that's where a lot of traders screw up. Also,
Oh, it's pulling back. Let me sell it.
no, if it doesn't break $11.24, hold on to it.
But it's pulling back. But you should sell it. Give me it.
No, don't. You have your price. You have your target. That's it. Set it and forget it. 45's a trading. 46 is a trading. 46 on the bid. 47's a trading. 48's a trading. 48's a trading. Come on now. Come on now. Right here. Right here. Bring it. Bring it. I can't stand like this any much longer. My thighs are hurting. But we're right there. 1 penny away. Remember, I started this video when the stock was at $10.94. That's right. Oh, we missed it by a penny. I still think we're going to get it. And then you should be asking yourself,
Why? How come it's going there? I don't understand.
stocks that break whole numbers tend to gravitate towards its next half number. Oh my God. Wow. Especially with momentum in shorts.
But I thought they were going out of business.
You know there's still people out there who are saying that to themselves somewhere. You know there's at least one person scratching their head right now thinking, I don't understand why the stock's going up. I thought they were going out of business. And if there's one guy who thinks it, there's probably a lot more. And we're taking their freaking money because they're dumb. They're still trying to think. It's going up. Get the hell out of your short position. What are you, a maniac? I want my 1149, damn it. Please do not order pizza.
I'm hungry.
No, go have. I'd rather you eat that wretched ramen than order food to this house. Come on, 49. You know what? I'll walk away, then I'll hit 49 because, again, sometimes my presence frightens the stock from doing what I need it to do. I've already used Mind Blitz. It's going to 1149. I know it is. But again, if I have to sacrifice 20 cents on the last couple of hundred shares, it doesn't even matter. Oh, yeah, I only have 100 shares left. That's why it's so much easier to trade when you don't care, right? That non-caring, if you can get to the point where you don't care and treat it like a video game, it really does work better. It really does. All right, let's see if it works when I walk away. Dude, you can't order fucking pizza. No, you can't
Can
do
we
it.
get some?
You can't do it. You're walking out.
Oh. You don't get. I'll just have cereal again. There is. I think I'm on there.
Okay. Did I tell you all I had to do was walk away? I was scaring the stock. There you go, 1049. Now hold on, because now it's going to go to 1079. You guys in this trade with me? PCG, long. You understand how there's so much to do, or there's so nothing to do, or there's so little to do, there's too much to do, there's nothing to do. It doesn't matter. You find one trade and you milk it. You go back to the winning side and you do it again. Oh, it pulled back. I got stamped out earlier. And now it's breaking out at $11.94. Buy it. Everybody should be in the $11 calls. And the $11 calls with 30 cents. They're trading at $1 now, people. That's that's 315 times your money. 315% return. 1170s are trading now, people. 1170s. Stock's going to 1179. You think it's not going to go to 1179? 1169 on the bid, 73 on the bid, 71 on the bid, 72 on the bid. Here it goes. Here it goes. 71 on the bid. 74 on the bid. 75 is trading. 74. Here comes 80, 79, 80. There it is. Thank you very much. $11.80, people. All right, now, even my son, you could get pizza now on that. I just performed magic, and you want to order Domino's pizza? Let's go out for sushi. All right, guys, you saw that live. I'm glad you did. That's my time. Peace in the Middle East. See ya. I told you it'd go to 1179. Boom. Look, I don't know if anybody else does this live trading with the idea as it's happening, telling you the levels that it goes to. I'm not sure. Is anybody else doing this on Earth? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe there are, but nobody does it better than me. Nobody. Does anybody do it better than I do? Does anybody do it better than I do? Does anybody do it better than I do? Right? Yeah, it sucks that we sold it at 35 and 49, but we did get 1179 out of it. All right. I'll see you maybe later today. If not, same bat channel, same bat time tomorrow. We conquered another day. You know what that means? That's one more day of consistently trading profitably, which makes you a profitable trader. Don't do anything else. VWAP reversals forever. I'll see you guys in cyberspace too. Guys, if you don't believe in algorithms now, I told you the prices the stock was going to go to before it went there. I don't know. What more can I do, right?